Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Vijay. So today we are with a new exercise for again the triceps only. Maybe this is the last exercise, last video we are doing on triceps. So today we are covering an exercise that is single hand dumbbell overhead extension. So this is a unilateral exercise. As we all know, there is a separate advantage for doing a single unilateral as well as in the bilateral exercises. So we are explaining a unilateral exercise that is single hand dumbbell overhead extension. So we will understand the theoretical part first with the help of load and force diagram. So before going to the load and force diagram, these are things you have to keep in mind. So LO is a line of effort, LOF is a line of force, LOW is a line of weight, or the LO is a line of resistance. And then these are the things like F stands for force, WT stands for weight, and S stands for shoulder, E stands for elbow joint, and W stands for wrist joint. These are the shoulder, elbow, and wrist joint. So whenever you are doing a single arm overhead extension with the dumbbell, or even you can do it with the cable. So what you are doing is you are taking your hands here. Okay, at this position, that is what is written over here. That is initial position. So shoulder is here, elbow is here, and the wrist is here. So at this position, initial position, you can clearly see force is exactly opposite to the direction of force is exactly opposite to the weight. As you are carrying a dumbbell, so the load is in the downward direction. So when it comes to line of effort, so where we are exactly creating the effort is from here, from triceps you are creating a line of effort. So that means, what actually load and force diagram concludes or says is, so when you are doing the exercise, even in the initial position as well as in the final position, both line of effort as well as line of force, line of weight or line of resistance, both should be parallel. So line of effort or this line of weight or line of force, both should be parallel. So this is what using condition. So when you come to final position, so usually people will do some of the mistake when you are doing a overhead extension with a single or even you are doing with a single dumbbell with both bilateral exercise. So what people usually do, they will take the dumbbell like this and then they will take it forward. So what actually, you can write the diagram here. So if this is a shoulder joint, if this is a elbow joint, this is what your triceps muscle. So whenever they are doing, if it is a final position, so instead of creating a force in this direction, people usually from here they extend it forward. So that is what they are doing. They are extending it forward. So basically they are applying force in this direction. So what actually happens when you are doing applying a force in this direction? That means from here if you are taking it forward, what actually happening is the force direction is in this direction now, but the effort which is creating, it is in this direction now. So that means when you are performing this, so as you can see in the figure clearly, the force line is not actually parallel with the effort line. That means as per the load and force diagram, this is not a right way to perform, just because even it will create a more stress in your joints as well, and then it will not completely at this position. If you are performing like this and then if you are taking it forward direction, at this position completely the load is what you are carrying, that is completely on your joints. So there is no tension in the triceps muscle. So that's the reason whenever you are doing it, so instead of applying a force in the forward direction, so you should apply the force in the upward direction. So you can clearly see in this figure, the final figure here, this is your triceps muscle. So this is what a line of effort which is created from the triceps muscle. So when you are carrying a dumbbell here, your wrist joint is here. So if you are applying a force in this direction, that means if you are here, you need to take it away from you, or you can take it towards the ceiling. Okay, in the upward direction you are taking it. So if you are taking it like that, the force line as well as the effort line. So effort line will be in this direction. So both are in parallel. So as per the load and force diagram, so when you are doing this way, it is a most effective way to perform a single hand dumbbell overhead extension. So let us understand the practical now. So again today RS is helping me. Take it. So when you are performing, as we understood from the theory, so in both initial position as well as in the final position, line of force should be parallel with the line of effort. So when you are doing this way, this is actually our way. So what he is doing is he is taking it away from forward. He is taking the dumbbell forward instead of taking it in the upward direction. So what actually happening here is, when he is here, you can see the load is acting downwards. Okay, there is no tension here in the triceps, and he also locked the joint. So load is on the, or you can say stress is more in the joints. Okay, so keep on doing the same. This is what he is doing. This is what, and at this position he is generating a force in this direction. So effort is in this direction. So both are not in parallel. So then what is the right way to do as per the load and force diagram? So when he is here, so instead of taking it forward, should take the dumbbell towards the ceiling. That means if you are here, take it towards the ceiling. Take it towards the ceiling. So here you can see dumbbell is in this direction. He is creating a generating a force in the upward direction. So effort is in this direction. So both are in parallel. So this is the most effective way to perform a overhead extension, and that is this is actually a unilateral exercise. Even if you have a muscle imbalance, this will help you in build a equal strength in both the triceps muscle. So here there is one more thing I will tell you. So whenever you are doing this, ask him to turn this way. If you are taking a dumbbell like this towards the other shoulder, and then they will take it up, and someone will do in the 45-degree, and someone even will do by completely rotating it, will keep it forward, and then they will shift it. So what actually happening here is, just the activation of muscle fiber is different in the different angle of extension. That's it. But when you are performing, I suggest you to perform all the direction. Even if you do, even you should do in the beside on the other shoulder side, or even you can do the 45-degree, or even you can do the neutral one. So all things you have to do to hit your triceps muscle completely. So I hope you guys understood both practical and theoretical part. So what we concluded in as per load and force diagram and as well with the practical discussion is, so whenever we are doing a single head dumbbell overhead extension, instead of creating a force in the forward direction, you need to create a force in the upward direction. That means towards the ceiling or towards the upward direction to train your triceps muscle effectively. So that's all for the day. I hope you guys like the video. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell so that you will get the notification when I upload a new video. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay fit, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye.